Okay students, hope you might have understood, and if you have not understood, don't worry at all, don't be worried. Again we are going to do few more things to make the idea more clear, so don't worry at all. It is not necessary that you might have understood everything from the first lecture. I am making things a bit more clear to you. Again we are talking about active and passive. In active, the subject performs the action, as I told you. He or she is the doer of the action. The subject and the verb. Verb is the active voice when the subject is the doer of the action, that is the verb. In passive, here the subject receives the action. In passive voice, the subject receives the action done by him. So he is receiving that action. Cricket was played by him. So by him is receiving that action. That cricket was played. That is in the passive. That is expressed by the verb. So we can say that the verb in the passive, when the subject of the verb is acted upon, it is used to show action. The focus is on the action and not on the subject who does the action. That I told you, that the in passive the object becomes the object is given the more importance. So the same thing will go through simple rules. Excuse me. First, very simple one, active, subject plus verb plus object. In passive, what will it be? Subject plus be, that is am is are, anything else can be used, was were, plus past participle, verb's third form, that is ed, played, help, etc., plus by, plus object. So this is the simple rule. Please write down these rules, including the example that is given below. My father planted this tree last year. My father subject, planted verb, this tree last year. We can take it as an object. Now we interchange the place and we put this tree. See the now this tree was at the last part of the sentence. We bring it in front, the object. This tree now planted becomes was planted. Why was? Because planted itself is in past tense. By my father, that was the subject, that is has been put behind. By my father, by is included, we have to add by. By my father last year. So all these slides you have to write down in the fair book. The simple present tense, that is subject plus verb, s or es plus object. In passive, what will it be? Now from here you will understand better. Subject plus am is are, plus past participle, plus by, plus object. Again the same thing is coming. He reads book every day. So what are we doing? He reads books every day. Books is the object, he is the subject. So books, now it is simple present tense. Reads, we can say, see it s or es is added. Reads, s is added to the verb. So in the passive, what are we going to change? Am is are we have to put, plus past participle. So object is book, books, we are taking in front books. Now am is are. We cannot say books is read. No, books are read. Book am read, obviously not. So books are read. Past participle added by him. We have to add by him every day. Next, the present continuous tense. There are 12 tenses, but the passive, out of this only 8 tenses passive is possible. Remember that. All the tenses passive is not possible, it cannot be done. So only 8 can be done. The other 4 are there which you cannot change into passive, so they will not be given in the example. The present continuous tense, subject plus am is are plus verb plus ing plus object. So subject is there, am is are will be there, verb with ing will be there, plus object that will be given in the sentence. Now while changing the sentence, we are changing subject, again am is are, plus it is continuous, so we are using being, being, plus past participle, then the same thing, plus by plus object. Example, he is writing a novel at the moment. Now he is the subject, again is used, verb with ing is used, writing, ing is used, a novel at the moment. A novel becomes the object, the other part of the sentence that we have to bring in front. So we'll write a novel, then while making it into passive, a novel am writing, no, a novel are writing, no, is. So a novel is, plus here we have to keep one thing in mind, that is it is continuous tense, so we are using being, being. A novel is being. Past participle of write is written by him at the moment. It's written by him at the moment. By is used and the object. Next, the present perfect tense. Now here you have to keep one thing in mind. If you know the present perfect tense, always you have to write BEE and been here. Okay. Subject have, has, plus verbs third form ed plus object. Changing into passive, subject plus has or have according to the sentence, plus been, not being but BEEN in perfect tense. Okay, plus past participle plus by plus object, not much change. He has just finished a novel. So the sentence is he, that is the subject. In the passive you can see that he becomes, and I have showed you the table, he becomes by him. That he is the subject is at the end of the sentence, and the a novel, that is the object, that is in front of the subject while making it into passive. We can see that. So here he has just finished a novel. Has plus verb third form ed, finished, finish, finish, ed, finished. A novel is object. So again change, we are bringing the object in front, making it into subject, that becomes the subject in front. So here a novel, have or has we have to use because it is perfect tense. So a novel has just been finished by him. Been is used and the past participle finished, finished, same thing. Now if the sentence is of simple past tense, it will be subject plus verb second form, that is the ed form, plus object. In passive, subject plus was or were. As we know that in past tense we use was or were because the action has already been done. Past participle plus by plus o. Example, he gave Tom a book. He is the subject, gave, that is the verb. Tom, a book is object. We change, book is has been brought in front. He, again I'll remind you about the table, he becomes him, she becomes her, it remains it, they become them, I become me, by me, we become by us, you same, it remains, but here it is he, so it will become by him. A book was, we cannot say a book were given. If it was books, then it would be books were given. So the sentence is, a book was given, past participle gave, given to Tom by him. Next, the past continuous tense. If the action is still continuing, but the action continuing in the past, subject was where plus verb having ing plus object. In passive, subject was where remains the same plus being, being plus past participle by plus o. Example: he was writing a letter at 8 yesterday. Don't worry about 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. But he was writing a letter at 8 yesterday. He is the subject, was writing, verb with ing, a letter, the object. So while changing, again we are bringing a letter, that is the object, in front. A letter was where, obviously a letter where we cannot write, but if the sentence a was not present and letters it was given, he was writing letters at 8 p.m., then we must use where. Letters were being written, but here it is letter, it is singular, so we cannot use the other word where, so we have to use was. A letter was now being. These are few of the examples where you will create mistake. You will forget writing being and the entire sentence will be wrong. Was being written by him. Now the past perfect tense, he plus had plus verb, third form, that is ed plus object. Now passive, subject plus had plus been, ben, plus past participle plus by plus object. He had finished his homework before 8 yesterday. So he plus had, verb third form ed, finished his homework, object, remaining part of the sentence, before 8 yesterday, that is the extra part of the sentence. What is the object? His homework, that we bring in front. Again we add had, but here we add been. Been, finished, same thing, it doesn't change. By him before 8 yesterday. Simple future tense. Here we always know that future tense shall and will are used. Subject plus shall, will plus verb plus object. Same thing, subject plus shall, will plus be plus past participle plus by plus object. He will finish the homework, means it is a future tense. He will finish. We don't know that he has finished already or he is finishing right now, but finished. He will finish, so he is going to finish it in the future. He will finish the homework. While making it the object, the homework, we have to bring in front will plus be, then the third form past participle, finished, finished become finished ed by him. Next, future continuous tense, subject plus shall, will or will shall plus be plus verb ing, verb having ing plus object. Passive, subject will shall plus be again plus being. Here you have to be very careful because it is a bit complicated here. Be plus being plus past participle plus by plus o. Tom will be cooking lunch at 10 tomorrow. Tom will be cooking lunch at 10 tomorrow. Tom is the subject, will has been used, be is used in the sentence active itself, verb having ing, cooking plus object, remaining part of the sentence. While changing it into passive, we are bringing that part in front, lunch. Then again shall, will, accordingly will be being cooked. Again we are using the past participle. Here it is a bit complicated because we are using even be plus we are using being. So lunch will be being cooked by Tom at 10 tomorrow. The future perfect tense. Again, in the perfect always remember perfect been, B-E-E-N. Subject will shall plus have, verb third form ed plus object. So in passive, subject shall will again plus have, no change up till now, plus been, B-E-E-N plus past participle plus by plus object. By the end of next week, he will have written 10 letters to her. Long sentence, a bit difficult too. So while making it into passive, by the end of next week, 10 letters will have been. See, will is used, have is used, and been is used. Written to her. So here the subject and the object, accordingly we have to change the position. Now there are few more simple things about modal verbs. Can be used in either the present or in the past form. Few sentences may occur according to this also. Subject plus modal verb plus not, cause even not negative sentence and question sentence can also be asked in the active plus verb plus object. So in passive we are making it to subject plus modal verb, not plus be plus participle, past participle plus by plus object. The example is, we can't solve this problem. See, can, could, may, might, will, would, these are all modal, known as modals. These are also used. So here you won't find any tenses right now. We can't solve this problem. So these are when we use can, could, may, might, will, would kind of sentences, that time we have to keep this in mind. So this problem is the object that we are bringing in front, we are putting it behind. This problem can't be solved. We can even write by, we becomes us. It is not written here, but we can write. So we can't solve this problem. So this problem is the object that we are taking in front, putting it in the front. This problem can't be, we have to use BEB, that's why. Can't be solved, past participle of solve is solved ed, and by, we becomes us. Then few more rules, simple ones. Subject plus verb plus object plus verb ing having. In passive, subject plus verb plus being plus past participle by o. I remembered my father taking me to the zoo. I remember being taken to the zoo by my father. The subject is at the end, my father. But here you have to keep in mind is by being taken, past participle. Two more rules. She started to learn English 5 years ago. English started to be learned, past participle, to be again 5 years ago. Next example. She started learning English 5 years ago. This is an exception. Being sentence also can be made. English started being learned 5 years ago. We can even add by her at the end. So this is what is active and passive. No doubt you might think it is a bit complicated and so many rules, but children, keep one thing in mind. Start with the first slide that I had shown you and just go through simple sentences. Start from here and just go through simple sentences. That will be helpful to you. And see, these things are that you cannot just learn in a day. Maybe the online class or maybe a regular class in the classroom also, it is not that very easy just to learn or understand it when the teacher says and we just grasp everything. No, Obviously it is not. I can understand it is not that easy, but the thing is that it is more easy for you to do through the slides that I have presented. In the Fairbook you have to write down all the slides, and I am giving you examples also. 10 examples I am giving you, 15 examples I am giving you, 5 I have done already. The other 10 you have to write down with the answers. Don't worry if the answers are correct or not, don't worry. Just keep the rules in front of you, then none of your answers possibly will be wrong. So don't worry, I am giving you those sentences also. Write down all the slides that I have provided here, because these are in the slide form, and I have you can write it down. Pause the video also if you wish and write it down easily, taking your time, don't worry about it. But compulsorily you have to write down this chapter of active and passive in your grammar Fairbook, don't forget. So I am giving you a few more sentences, you can write down. I have done 5 sentences for you. Here also in the every slide there were one examples. You have to write down these examples also, and you write down those examples just below this, so that you may understand that which rule applies and which example is perfect for it. Until we meet again, thank you.